everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's a new year. I have a brand new hair topper to review for you today, and you might have noticed I'm coming to you from a new filming location. I'm now filming in my home office instead of having ring lights on the dining room table. So I'm really excited to have a home base and have a more permanent little setup. Hopefully I'll be able to knock videos out faster and upload more often. But it's also just nice to be able to have people come over and not have ring lights all over the dining room table. So at any rate, welcome back. Thanks so much for taking time to check in and watch today's video. Today's video, I want to tackle a few things. One, I have a brand new hair topper to review for you. I'm excited about that. But I took her out of the box just a little while ago and was kind of giving her the once over. This is the Stella from Uniwigs. Really pretty piece. I'm looking forward to kind of giving her a road test with you. I have not tried her on my head today. Uniwigs did send me this piece and ask me for my honest feedback and review, and you will get that and to make sure that you do. I haven't tried her on. You're going to see me put her on for the first time today, right here with you. But in looking at her, just kind of taking her out of the box and giving her the once over, the cap construction sort of got me thinking about maybe taking this opportunity to share a little kind of Topper 101 information. I get a lot of questions and comments from ladies who are just getting started with wigs or hair pieces or didn't even know that toppers were a thing that existed. I didn't until about a year ago. And they kind of have, you know, how do I get started, or what's the difference between mono top and silk top? So I try and share kind of the lessons that I've learned over the last year. And I thought that the cap on Stella would give me an opportunity to share, do a compare and contrast. So bear with me because I'm going to fold that into the review today. For those of you who are old hands at this, it might be a little like, we know. But I just want to, you know, for those who are new or even trying to figure out the differences between two pieces to make a purchase decision, I just wanted to kind of share that. So let's jump in. Stella, brand new to the Uniwigs lineup. This is a human hair topper. She is a 5x5 cap, silk top. So with the silk top, you know that that means you're going to get that gorgeous, realistic scalp appearance. I mean, oh, it's so good. And you get a lot of it. So we'll talk a little bit about that during the construction sidebar, but just wanted to mention all of this is parting area. It's all silk. So if you're working on a hairstyle with your topper on and you want to braid and you want to pull some hair up, folks are still going to see that gorgeous silk scalp no matter where you pull the hair up. I can't even get a piece to come up far enough to show you the scalp. But bottom line is the entire cap, silk. There are 4 clips on Stella, and I'll tell you right now, personally, four clips. You guys know or might know if you've seen my review video for the Uniwigs Bella. I love Bella. I wear that piece all the time. I have great luck with it. One of my go-tos. Bella has the same type of cap, but Bella has a clip right here at the front, so I get it so nice and flat. I wear it right up to my hairline. Gorgeous. So when I took Stella out of the box, I was like, no clip at the front. Now, if I like everything else about the piece, that won't be the end of the world for me. I can always add a clip or a comb if I want to, if I need to, but just so you know, I noticed that right out of the gate. No clip at the front hairline. This is natural black. If you're new to Uniwigs or Uniwigs colors, might be helpful for you to know. Natural black is not really black. It's a dark, dark, dark brown. So just not a true black, but I love this color. It's a good match for my natural hair color, which is getting more gray by the day, but it's okay. So this is the natural black. The length on the Stella piece that they sent me is, I would say 16 inches. There's no tag in it, but I'm 99% sure this is a 16-inch piece. I wanted to mention one thing. For those of you new to Uniwigs pieces, the ends on Uniwigs pieces tend to be kind of a layered look, wispy, sort of wispy and layered. nice movement, gives the hair great movement, but some people prefer like blunter ends. And if that's the look that you prefer, totally get it. Just buy your piece a little longer than the length you plan to wear it, so you have a little bit of room to play, and trim up those ends to make them nice and blunt if that's the look that you prefer. All right, so let's do that compare and contrast thing that I mentioned. This is hand-tied construction on the cap. So what does that mean? Well, let's compare it to a traditional wefted cap. This is very common on hair toppers. This piece is from Uniwigs. It's one of the most popular pieces. I haven't asked Uniwigs, but if I did, I would venture to say this might be their most popular piece. Just about every lady that I've talked to on the Uniwigs site has purchased one of these at one time or another. It's a Claire. The Claire has the traditional wefted construction. And I want to mention one thing here. We're comparing two things. That doesn't mean one is better than the other. They're just different. That's something that I just feel really strongly about pointing out. I've been struggling a little bit lately with some posts and some of the different Facebook groups that I belong to where ladies talk about hair loss and hair pieces. And I've just seen some posts that are like, well, this is crap and this is junk. And that gets at me. Just because things are different from each other doesn't mean one is better or one's worse. They're just different. And so I just want to make sure to point out the construction on this is not bad. It's just different. This is going to be right for some people. This is going to be right for other people. They're different. Everyone's needs are different. We have different hair loss patterns. Our heads are different shapes and sizes. Some of us have higher tolerance for weight on our head than other people do. Just because two pieces are different doesn't mean one is necessarily better or worse than the other, okay? That bugs me. All right, so let's take a look. The cap size on this Claire is 5.5 by 5.5. So it's actually a 1/2 inch larger in each direction than the cap on Stella. But the difference is the parting area is not as large. Even though the cap is larger, right? We're talking about the whole thing is larger. The parting area is smaller. So that's a difference. If you get a traditional wefted cap, you'll have a smaller parting area than if you get the hand-tied side to side, right? So that means if I wanted to pull this up in the back and people would see that scalp on a wefted piece, that's not the case. If I pull pieces up in the back, outside the parting area, they'll see the wefts. So that's a difference. It could be that you're never going to braid it or you're never going to pull it up, so that doesn't matter and it's fine, but it's just to know the differences, okay? Weight is another difference. I'll tell you this wefted piece is a little heavier than the hand-tied piece, and for some folks, that's a big deal. I can tell you that, you know, I feel a difference when I wear my wefted pieces all day versus when I wear a hand-tied piece all day. But I have a super sensitive scalp, so, you know, I definitely feel the difference. You might not, and it's not bad, it's just different. All right, enough. Well, let's take a look at Stella. I'm gonna put her on my head. Now, if you've watched my videos, you know I don't care for a center part on me. I mean, I love that look. I've always wanted to be able to wear it, but I just don't feel like it flatters me or suits me. And if I'm being 100% honest, ladies, I admit that I've probably heard maybe from my mom or I don't know, at some point like, oh, that I'm too old to wear that kind of thing. I'll be 50 this year. I know, it's a lot. And, you know, I guess maybe I do in the back of my mind think that those days are behind me. I mean, I'm not a 25-year-old Kardashian, but then I think about like Cher and I'm like, Cher would rock a center part. You guys know I love Cher. So anyway, I'm wearing a center part today just because I knew when I took Stella out of the box, she would have a center part and I'm gonna put this on. So I'm wearing a center part, but you guys, like, I haven't had a life change is basically what I'm saying. This is not my norm. So I'm taking my hair down. You guys, this is so sad. I know you will relate. See this tiny, tiny little clip? You know, they sell these for like, oh, if you want to put like part of your hair up right here. All of my hair, all of it fits in this little clip. It makes me so sad. Anyway, let's put her on. So I'm going to open up the clips. There are 4 of them, as I mentioned, and put her on and see what we have. With my Bella, I wear a similar cap construction. I wear it all the way up at the front, but again, there's a clip at the front on Bella, so I'll be interested to see how this works. I'm gonna move it pretty close up there, right? Leave a little bit of space, not a lot, just, can you see, just a tiny little bit. And now I'm gonna try and clip these in. I say try just because I'm really bad about not getting my clips tight on the first or second try. Readjust them like 7 or 8 times before I manage to get out of the house. Oh, it's interesting. I wear my Bella a lot, and Bella has a 6x7 cap. So it's funny how quickly you get used to stuff. I was like, oh, this cap is so small. It's a 5x5. It's not that much smaller than the Bella, but it felt so different. Oh, guys, look how cute this is. This is pretty. She's pretty. I'm not sure I got things quite where they need to be up here, but like I said, I'm really bad at getting my clips right on the first or even second go round. Oh, ow. I think I did that a little too hard. My bad. Sorry, head. Look at that. I like it. What's happening here? Could it be that I might actually wear this with a center part? You guys, I think I might. This might be the piece that's like, hey, you can wear a center part. It's okay. Man, oh man, I gotta tell you something right out of the gate. Like, first of all, it's pretty flat. It's not as flat as my Bella, but you know, there's no clip there. So I am of the belief that very few pieces work right out of the box. Usually, this is true for, I think, every one of my pieces. Usually I'll wet them or wash them and then play around with them, move the part, or like put them on and wear them around a little bit just so they kind of warm up to your head. I know that sounds crazy, but ask any lady, they'll tell you the more you wear it, the more it kind of molds to the shape of your head. So it could be, like right now, Stella's not as flat right here as I would like her to be. I'm just going to be honest. But it could be that she just needs to be, you know, washed and then kind of get used to my head. Or it could be that because of the shape and size of my head, that I might need to add a clip or a comb at the very front to get it to lay perfectly flat. I prefer that as opposed to using like the Got2b gel. I tried that with one of my other pieces and I didn't like that at all. So I'd much rather add a clip or a comb. You guys. Oh, so what I wanted to say, the good thing, I'm supposed to be doing a review instead of just like looking at this and being like, oh, I kind of like it. Review. It's feather light. Like, it's like I don't have anything on my head at all. And I love it. I mean, it's crazy to be this light and have a scalp that looks this good. That's sweet. I will tell you that just because I've gotten used to wearing my Bella, I wish the cap was a little bit bigger. 5x5 is a pretty small cap, and so if you're used to wearing a larger cap, this is gonna feel different and kind of weird. And if you have more dispersed hair loss, like you have, you know, then this might not, cap size might not work for you. But if it does, if it's wearable, then I think she's a keeper. The hair is nice and silky, as I've come to expect from Uniwigs pieces. And actually, I'm really loving the wispy ends with the center part. I kind of am liking this whole look. And I just can't get over how lightweight the piece is. Oh, I got a comment on one of my videos saying, why don't you ever show us the back of the hairpiece? Duh, why don't I? I never do. It's a very, thank you for that helpful comment. I mean, obviously I should show you more than just the front. So here's the side. Again, I think this is a 16-inch piece. And then let's take a look at the silky hair in the back. Pow. Is it pretty? I do really like this one, even with the center part. Maybe this is my center part piece. Who knows? All right, so ladies, I give it a thumbs up. Just a few, you know, a few things to know if this might help you decide if this is the right piece for you. Stella has a 5x5 hand-tied silk cap. The pros are so much parting space, like the entire cap is silk, so you could part over here. If you want to, do some braids or pull up the hair or whatever, you will see that gorgeous silk scalp no matter what. So love that. Pro, it is insanely lightweight. Like, it's like I have nothing on my head. Pro, it is the same, silky hair quality that I've come to expect from Uniwigs pieces. And I think, for me personally, a pro is, this is I don't want to say a low density, I don't think it's low density, but it's a medium density piece, and I like that. My hair loss is up here, so if I have too much hair down here, it looks too wiggy and too weird for me, and I don't love that. So I really like the density of this piece, but if you have a lot of hair loss, try it. It might not be enough for you, but try it. I don't want to say the cons, but the things to just kind of be aware of. It is a small cap size, 5x5, like I'm here, and I have a small head. The cap size might not be big enough for you. If it's not, take a look at the Uniwigs Bella. That's a 6x7. And also, you might just prefer the feeling of a wefted cap. That's totally personal preference. There's nothing wrong with that. But this is a hand-tied one, so that's just going to be a difference. All right, I think that's about all I can tell you about Stella, but I'm liking her. I think she looks really natural, and I like her center part. All right, guys, thanks so much for taking time to watch. As always, if you have questions or comments, please just leave them for me down below. And as they say in YouTube world, please subscribe to my channel. After you've subscribed, you can click the little bell next to the subscribe button, and if you do, you'll get little notifications to let you know the next time I upload a video. Also wanted to mention, if there's a topic related to hair loss or hair toppers or wigs or whatever that you'd like to see a video on, whether it's how do you wash or how do you style or how do I get volume or how do I set apart, please just leave a comment. I'd be happy to knock out a quick video and post it for you to answer all of your questions. So my lessons learned can be your lessons learned. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.